Sure. Sometimes he killed some of the rabbits, used to clean them up and smoke them, keep them and to make the gumbo later on in the years. That's what we used to do with that. He was a good hunter. He used to hunt from the horse, from the back, horseback. Oh yeah, he was a good shooter. He had to carry the dog. If the dog jumped the rabbit, he was on the horse, he can get him. I remember that. He used to bring him back in the sack. I never did travel weeds with him. I never did travel with him to hunt. No. I never. Still even now, I don't hunt.
But you need it, though, huh?
I don't have the appetite for the stuff anymore. Like I told him, I had so much of it when I was coming up. I just don't. I don't care about it. Now and then they have a rabbit or so pass by the house. Somebody leave it there, but my wife is a good cook now, but she cook it. I don't know how to eat it.
Trying to think of what else to talk to you about. Pretty tight community back then. Everybody knew everybody, didn't they?
Everybody did. Everybody depended on each other. They lived like we were different families, but we lived like one family. Especially where we was at Pedescleaux, they had about 4 or 5 families there. And let me tell you what happened with the kids that when my mother's kids and the other people kids, we had cows and so on like that. When a cow was given milk, if one time they didn't have milk, we used to pass the milk across the fence. Anything they needed already was some other defense. Let me have this or let me have that, and we sharing with each other. That's one of the things that sometimes we got a neighbor where I'm living at right now. We often say to each other, "This is what how we live in the old days." She always saying, "If it's just an onion, if it's just an egg, we swap up. We still do the same thing." Well, I mean, McDonald's now is our location for groceries. She might run out another, or my wife might run out of onion, and she's got something on the pot that she needs to be seasoned. Where's my money for onion? I said, okay, we'll come back and give it back to onion when we come back. But we were raised that way. Like I said, they have 4 or 5 families who live on that one place in between the Robinson, the Williams, and the Pedescleaux. They were like one big family.
Well, if you work at the sugar, did they give you all that brown sugar?
Yes, you wasn't allowed to take it. But I stayed there long enough and had a relationship enough with the superintendent. When the brown sugar, it wasn't so good. You know, sugar is a filthy thing until it granulated. But they had the machine they used to have to wash it. Now, in between me and the superintendent, maybe I shouldn't say this, but he used to fix me up a bag or so that I could go carry home and use it well. I mean, without even taking it in. You can take that brown sugar that we shipped out to the factory and put it in the water and dissolve it, and you see what you stick like that. And then I'm seeing what happened to it when they're making it, you know. And they get really disgusted about the sugar, but when they come back, granulated, it's sweet, it's good. And I like he half washes it and make it usable. But he's seen that I got my share. And that's what we used to do while I was cooking with the figs. Like the fig season just passed, my wife should have put up a lot of figs and give it away to the people like that. But I tell them, now I got a fig tree, you can come get your own figs and cook it, because I ain't in the middle of them. I got to buy the sugar to cook the figs. At that time I did before, I didn't have to.
I got a fig tree too. You know what I call it? I call it a bird feeder.
What?
I call my fig tree a bird feeder.
Well, yeah. When my wife grumbled too about the figs, but the bird, I said, but baby, I said, all this time, but Lord, I know you get more than you need. Let the bird eat. The Lord feeds everything. Everything that created got to eat, He feeds it. So I'm not worried about the ones in the top. I'm not going to get a ladder and go up there and get no figs. Let the bird eat. He got to live too. You get more than you want down here. Why not? I don't even put nothing there to scare the birds away. It's sort of thing you make the scarecrow and all that kind of stuff. Put them, let the bird eat. I can get much as I need.
Now, when you were a kid, if you did something wrong, would the neighbors correct you?
We had to be obedient to the neighbor, that's for sure. Everybody watches us. Yes, sir. It was yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, yes, sir, and no, sir. That's for sure. We have, even with the older brothers that we had, we had, seven of us were raised together, and our two oldest brothers, we had, the smaller one of us was obligated to them. Those boys had to, if they tell us something to do, we had to, and if not, they had orders to switch us. You know what I mean? To give it to us, let us have it. Yeah, they know it better than they taught us better. The dead world is something that with the community that we live in right now, it's hard to tell a kid, if it's not yours, don't do it or stop doing this. Because you don't have to tell, you know you're telling them right, but you're not going to get the support from the families. They're different. But at that time, everybody was mom and papa, uncle and aunt. And you definitely have to listen to them.
What would happen if the news got home?
Well, that's another whipping. That's for sure. Yes, sir. Come here. Why did you answer him like you did? Answer her like she did? You know better than that. We don't do that. You couldn't do that. If somebody told your parents something that you did, you're gonna get punished. If they just put you on the knees in the corner of the house, stay there. Get up there, tell you to get up. That's right. It always was some punishment.
Did you ever go play in the river or anything?
No, I was afraid of the water. We had certain couple of drowns near us and all that kind of stuff. And made us know it was dangerous in the water. And then the river was there was too much water. And we wasn't far from the river either. Just across the level from us. But no, there's too much water. We just go back there with my mother and my mother. They used to catch swamps out of the river. We had the whole way swamp, and we used to go there and help them, but we stayed back from the water.
So you used to catch shrimp out there?
Yes, you used to catch their own swamps. Yeah. But now it's so polluted, you don't want nothing out of the river. But always was something that you can get that will help you get along with a meal. But not now. It's so polluted.
Yeah, we used to catch shrimp too when I was a kid.
Yeah, they made some kind of swamp stacks or something used to put out there, put some kind of meal or something in the bottom. Everyone pull it up and get out and get the swamps out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah.
And they would bite you on your legs.
Yeah, you have to get in the water. Yeah, close to the river.
Can you think of any other stories about Donaldsonville?
No, not really. In Donaldsonville used to have, I don't know why, the Masonic Lord, Heim Lord Newton 12, used to turn out there. It used to be a big day for our people too. They used to leave the Truth in Hall and go to a church. They used to have a band, a marching, with all the men dressed up in Masons. And we used to walk from Truth in Hall to whatever church that we were going to. I used to have a good parade. And a few carnival parades I remember coming up here to see once in a while. Not too many of them, but I did. And that's something I don't know how to follow up carnival. I catch more of it on television. I don't even go nowhere for it.
What was it like going to see Carnival?
Well, like I said, the only carnival parade I ever went to is right here in Donaldsonville. Like New Orleans, the closer I am to New Orleans. I never did go to New Orleans for carnival. I'm afraid of the crowd. Too much crowd. And right now, definitely ain't going. I've lived this long, lived it without fear. There's too much going on. But I haven't been here in Donaldsonville for a parade for years. Because it doesn't excite me anymore.
Tell me, but when you used to come, Carnival, everybody got dressed up? What was it like?
Well, I mean, we the people who were just watching it, we didn't have to dress up, but we were just watching those who was out there dressed up and clowning and dancing in the street and so on. So I was in and catching the bees, whatever they were throwing out there for you, waving at them. But never to take an active part in it.
Was it a fun time? Was it fun?
Not for me, for the kids and so I had to bring them to see it. No.
Anything else you can think of?
No, other than I think I'm blessed, better than blessed, like we were saying. Because as of now, I've been retired since 1986. I don't really have to work for a living. Like I said. Of course, I have to sit down and see how it's going. I don't have a whole lot to put away, and I have to watch see how I spend it. I have another way to make it last. But I can get around. The facts are, since I married the last wife, I've been on one boat ride. We went out. We went to the island, to the Virgin Islands. I went out there for that. And, not that I really liked it because she wanted them. My daughter wanted really fix up the trip for us to go. And I went and I had, they were just about kidnapping me to go. I went out there, so it was all right. I made it the best I could out of it. But I had enough of the water when I was transferred from Italy and back to the United States. That was enough for me on the boat.
You in World War II?
World War II.
What did you do in World War II?
I went in in the infantry. I got out of the infantry and went into a trucking battalion. We served the troops with trucks. And I got out of the company and got into the headquarters. And there I was number one headquarter driver. I drove the officers. I had to get up every morning and get ready. Wherever he said I had to go, that's what I had to do. But I got caught in a straddle at one time, and it was an ammunition dump that was hit, and we had to pass it. And not too far from us, we passed it with as much speed as we could. And we got where we were going, the officer looked in the back at a hole in the Jeep, but that big with a piece of straddler. And from that dump hit, that's the closest I know that I got to being hit. He was a colonel. He told me he was going to take it for a 70. But I went through the whole service for 3.5 years, and it was pretty well like a day's work. Get up, get ready, and go.
Where were you stationed at in the military?
I got off. We went to. I started off Camp Beauregard in Alexandria. I went to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. That's where I had a basic training. Went to Colorado Springs, finished it up, and we shipped out of Colorado Springs to North Africa, in Tunisia, North Africa. We left out of that and went to Italy, around Rome, Italy, and one of the Florence and Rome, Italy. We stayed there until we got ready. And really, when we loaded up the ship back, we were on our way to the Pacific to finish up over there with the Japanese. But they notified our convoy about midway over to turn around. Now, you talk about a hallelujah in the Christmas time, that was one. When that message came to us and we understood what it was, you couldn't hear your own ears. And they headed us back to, I was discharged in Camp Shelby, Mississippi. I got home. I got in New Orleans on a Friday, I got home on a Saturday, and went to work at Buck Oil on Saturday night, midnight. So you see, our life's been just a constant move, nothing too hard.
You had a full life.
I did. I just, like I said, it's a constant move, full life. Right now, every morning I woke for 5 o'clock. I don't care how I sleep, how late I get to bed. It's a 5 o'clock mustard. I wake, and I can look at the clock, and well, I don't care about sleeping after daybreak anyhow. It's a move that I get up. I gotta get up and eat and sit in the chair and go back to sleep. I just don't like to be bed too much.
I'm good.
That's it. That's good enough.